Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. So I've got part 4 of my building your own pure from scratch, and in this video I'm going to be completing Horror from the Deep quest, which is pretty useful because it gives about 4,600 experience each in magic, range, and strength. But more importantly, it gives you access to the God books, which will be useful later on down the road for your account. I will also be getting both my attack and strength up to 50 to be able to use Granite Maul, and I will be getting 61 range to have access to a rune crossbow with dragon bolts enchanted as a kind of a second string KO option. I also wanted to show you how you can do Horror from the Deep at a very low level. I was level 41 with 1 defense and only 25 magic when I did this quest. Now you need to make sure you bring Rings of Recoil and good food because the recoil damage combined with even doing some damage with your magic will be enough to kill the Dagonoth Mother. Okay, so after completing the quest, I went to go start training melee. Next, you have to choose a weapon, and it seems like a given for some players that you would pick a rune scimitar, but if you look at the stats, the Brine Saber actually gives +2 better in both slash and strength, so it is actually a stronger option than the rune scimitar. It does cost about 170k versus 20k though. It really shouldn't be much of a hindrance to you. It's not that expensive, but just in case anyone doesn't know, the Brine Saber does give better bonuses than the Rune Scimitar. I decided to train at Sand Crabs because they are pretty good experience. However, they are usually pretty crowded, so I opted to go for the PvP world. I did get attacked a couple times, managed to get away every time, usually by tellying, but against this guy here, I managed to escape and log out and switch to the other PvP world, and he followed me to it. I switched back, and he followed me again, and I was just getting kind of annoyed, so I managed to get away using this door trick. It was kind of funny, but at this point I was almost to level 50, so I just went ahead and went back to a non-PvP world. So I mentioned earlier that my goal was 50 attack, 50 strength, and 61 range. That, I should note, is a little bit underachieving, as for those who don't know how the combat calculation works, essentially if you're melee based, it is 1 combat level for every 3 attack and strength levels, and for ranged or magic, it is 1 combat level for every 2 ranged or magic levels, whichever one you are based on. That being the case, in a perfectly balanced account, the sum of the attack and strength levels would equal 1.5 times the range level. Therefore, I could get up to 66 range with 50 attack and strength before becoming range-based. I am lazy though, and I spent a couple days grinding out these levels, so I'm just going to go ahead and start once I get 61. I went to go try to get that at Green Dragons because I did need the money since I am trying to stay independent here. I was running low on cash and I needed money for PKing supplies. But of course, as I'm 200 experience away, this crummy PKer jumps me and splashes on me, and fortunately I escaped with my looting bag full of hides and bones. I'm actually really looking forward to PKing on this account. I haven't PK'd in months. I used to do it all the time on my main account that is a 77 combat, 99 range, 1 defense pure. So I'll probably PK on that account as well because I kind of miss doing that. Besides PKing, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next video-wise. I don't know if I'm going to continue working on this and making it into a higher level gmaul pure. I feel like that's kind of an overused archetype. That's what my main account started out as, but I got bored with the whole maul idea and did Monkey Madness and became a D-Sim pure. I may try building another type of pure, maybe something unusual. At one point I made a 46 prayer, 1 everything else pure. It was like level 9 or something, and the whole point was to get your opponent's health down to half with a Ring of Recoil and then die with Retribution on and kill them. Unfortunately, that didn't really work out because there's hardly anyone that level to fight, and the only ones that level are bots, so yeah, that was not my best idea. Alright, so it took me exactly 29 hours to do everything involved in making this pure and getting it to where it is. I don't know, you can judge for yourself how good that is. I feel like you could easily shave off 10 or even 20% of that time by not goofing around as much as I did. Anyway, thank you for watching this video and keeping up with this series. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you soon.